Okay, this is Lance Ash, and coming to you from the cockpit of my brand new Subaru. Oh my goodness. First time I've ever bought a brand new car. So let me tell you the story. It was supposed to be here Monday, last week. And called him, is it there? No, it's not here yet. It could be another 4 days. There's an issue with some parts and don't really know when it's going to be here. And so Tuesday comes, no car. Wednesday comes, no car. So I said, okay, that's it. My wife had found a similar car at a dealership in Cumming, which is about 2 hours from our house. So Wednesday afternoon, I don't know, I guess I was anxious about the car situation, but I just threw up my hands and said, okay, that's it, we're gonna go with the other car. So, let me fix my seat. Damn it, I'm trying to get used to all these new features. Now what my son's workplace is right across the street from the place we were gonna get the Subaru, the other one, and they were gonna take our old Prius for $1,500 to add to the in trade, basically. Anyway, hold on, there's a truck coming. Anyway, so the other place wasn't going to do that. Didn't need to do that. We're going to get the get the car in Cumming for the same price without having to trade in the Prius. So anyway, we drove all the way up there, and it was a pain in the butt because Google Maps directions were not quite accurate. So anyway, this is a better model Subaru. It's a Crosstrek, better model of Crosstrek than the one we were gonna get. Only had 25 miles on it. Some extra features and stuff. Then, when we got home, my wife, we took the new Subaru up to where we get our oil change, and the guy told my wife about this online car auction site called Pedal. So they bought our Prius with its fuel injector problem for $2,500, and they came and picked it up like that day. So we got a better car for the same amount of money, and plus got rid of the Prius for more money than they were going to give us at the Subaru dealership. So it was worth it. I had to call in sick so we could go pick up the car, and so it was worth it. It worked out much better. And I love this car. This is just amazing. Never had a car this nice, this fancy. There is a problem with the tire pressure detector thing. So the light is on constantly saying you have a tire pressure problem, but we looked into it and it's a problem, it's like a recall problem with this model Subaru. So next time we go in for an oil change, they're going to fix this for free. Trying to think what else I can say. Oh God, and first of all, so when we go to pick it up Wednesday evening, my wife was in her dad's truck, and I followed her home. So I'm so used to the Prius and my dad's Prius, and I know the way it sounds, the road noise sounds at certain speeds. So I'm behind her, and I'm going, "Well, God, she's just poking along." And I look down at the speedometer, and we're going 65 miles an hour. So the road noise is really diminished in this thing. And then I put it, I brought some CDs along. Yes, I still listen to CDs, youngsters. And this stereo in this thing is loud as hell. So the decreased road noise plus the loudness of the CD of the stereo means I can listen to orchestral music. Or like, for example, the other day I was listening to Vietnamese folk music in here. Little quiet parts, that you normally can't hear in the car. You can hear them in here. I'm trying to think what else. I just love it. Love this car. Not as good on gas mileage as the Prius, obviously, but just gonna have to deal with it. And I'm gonna try to make this car last as long as possible, which is good because, it's good that we got a Subaru because they have a reputation of lasting a long time. And so I had a 4-day weekend. Got some painting done, got some drawing done, got some work done on this new song I've been writing for weeks now. Oh dear, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, our lawnmower's broken, so our lawn has been getting out of control for weeks and weeks. Had to pay some people to come over and cut the grass. A little pricey, but I'm hoping that we'll have the lawnmower fixed by the time we have to cut it again. My daughter, who lives on her own, got a new job working at the hospital, making a good bit more money, and I'm so relieved. She was working at Walmart. I hope she can tough it out at the hospital. Really proud of her. My son does an online D&D game Sunday nights and Wednesday nights. So about the time I'm leaving to go to work on Sunday night, he's getting ready to start his D&D game. It's amazing what technology has brought us. And amazing the horrors that await us because of technology. Horrors, I guess people will just get used to being constantly under observation. Trying to think what else has been happening. Oh, I tell you what, we'll kill some time by going through the CDs in my bag. Brought some oddities tonight because I want to test out the stereo system. Stuff I wouldn't normally listen to. Stuff I'm not familiar with or that familiar with. Alright, give me a second here. Gotta get used to driving one-handed in this thing. Alright, number one, I have Punkorama number 7. This is a sampler put out by Epitaph Records. It's got a lot of weird stuff on it. Punkorama number 9. Blur album Think Tank. Windham Hill record sampler 84. Then I have Shostakovich string quartets 14 and 15. Probot, which is the project done by Dave Grohl, where he wrote music in the style of different, I guess you would call it alternative metal singers. That's not a really good word for it, is it? No. I don't like it has the lane detection alarm thing, and I don't like the bell going off every time I swerve out of my lane. A little irritating. See, there it goes. All I'm doing is changing lanes. Ghost, second record, the one with Year Zero on it. Duran Duran's Astronaut album. Pearl Jam's Lightning Bolt record. Is that what it was called? Yeah. And we're back to where we started. Oh, by the way, the song He Lets the Records Play on the Pearl Jam Lightning Bolt album, ever since I heard it, there's a part in the song I thought, God damn it, that sounds like some other song. And over time, I'm not a big Billy Joel aficionado, so I'm not very familiar with, I mean, I know the hits, but anyway, so I thought it leads me to think it sounds like a Billy Joel song. So this has been going on. Every time I hear the damn song, I'm like, yeah, it's got to be something. It sounds like something else. So finally, my son, who's a Billy Joel fan, I played the song for him a couple days ago. I'm like, do you know what this is? I think it's from a Billy Joel record. That. Anyway, so he figured it out. And it's not exactly what I thought, but he thinks it's similar to the Billy Joel song Big Shot. And it is similar, but it's not quite the same, but it's reminiscent of it. Oh dear. Slept about 9 hours today. I think I'm done playing the lottery. Just can't afford it anymore. But the good thing, with the money we got for selling the Prius, we're going to try to get my son, we're going to put that towards getting my son a car. Get everything straightened out. My dad's building a new house around the corner from where we live, and went over there to show off the new car to him, and he was there with his girlfriend, who's not much older than I am. Anyway, he's 75 now, and he's always been in such good health. He's always stayed in shape. He looked a little elderly to me. It's not good. It's a little depressing. I don't mind getting older. I don't mind facing death for myself. I'm just... But other people, I don't know. I don't know if I can take it. My sister's living with my mother at the moment, and went down to show off the car to them. My mother looked terrible. Just really, really thin and frail. Oh, God. There's a function on the car, a gas-saving function, that when you stop at a light and idle for more than a certain amount of time, the car drops down in power. And so when you hit the gas again to go, it jerks back up to full RPMs or whatever. And it was irritating us. And my wife was watching a lot of videos on YouTube, how to handle your new Subaru properly, and she found there's a button on here to turn it off. The car rides much smoother now. There's a Publix, the closest Publix to our house. Every time I would go over there would be a Subaru or two in the parking lot, and I would notice them, and I was like, oh God, they look so cool. They look like, something a modern day hipster would drive. You can turn on a flashing yellow arrow. God, these fucking sissies. Move, chicken shit. Anyway, I always wanted the Subaru, so finally I got one. That night on the way home, driving it home 2 hours, I didn't know how to use the cruise control yet, and my leg was killing me. I'm about to turn the cruise control on now. It's a little different. There's no manual way to turn it off, like temporarily turn it off. You got to hit the brake to do it. Okay, let's get the speed here. 65. There we go. And hold on. Set. All right, we are set at 68. No, that's too fast. I'll have to drop down a little bit. 65. I'm going to try to drive a little slower to work for a while to try to compensate for the worse gas mileage. I don't like the it's got the sensor so that if there's somebody in front of you, it slows down automatically. I don't like that because I don't want to get used to relying on that. I gotta figure out how to turn the damn thing off, or shorten it anyway. My wife has it set at maximum. TPMS. I think that's the tire. Yeah, it's the tire pressure doohickey. Check owner's manual. I know. See, the UPS truck was in front of me, and the thing had slowed down. Now it's doing it again. It's slowing down automatically. A little irritating. Whatever. I don't like that at all. I want control over the car. I don't want the car to tell me, if it's a fully self-driving car where you can go to sleep and you can rely on it not to kill you while you're asleep, fine. But if I'm driving, I want to be the one who's making the decisions. There is a RV in front of me with my name on it. I guess it's a brand of some company that makes custom RVs. That is odd. It says that another thing I don't like about the car is on the Prius we had digital readout for the speedometer. This has the old-fashioned clock hands and a tachometer for some reason. Who gives a shit? But anyway, the cruise control says it's set for 65, but the speedometer says we're going. Oh no, it does. Okay, okay. Actually, yeah, it's a little camper, Lance camper, being towed by a Durango. I'll never buy another American car, ever. Okay, I gotta get over. Another thing I gotta get used to is it's got the self-dimming side view and rear view mirrors. So when it's dark, you don't really. All you see is dim headlights behind you. And if somebody doesn't have their headlights on, you can't see the car. I gotta get this. The rear view mirror is hard to adjust because it's right up against the roof of the car. Oh dear. Yeah, the speedometer is measured out 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. According to it, we can go 160 miles an hour. Do you really believe that? Anyway, so I'm used to, measured out in fives. 5, 10, 15, 20. My eyesight isn't that good at close distances, so a lot of the little tiny buttons, I'm going to have to start wearing reading glasses in the car, keep them on the end of my nose. Another thing I don't like is there's no way to turn the radio off. You have to just mute it or set it to this media setting. A little irritating. Oh my goodness. Well, we're coming just about to the end of the episode. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's happened. I feel a little guilty about getting a gas car. Watched some David Attenborough documentaries about how the earth is heating up and it's killing all the polar bears. But I had to do what I gotta do. All right. I guess that's about it. Talk to you next time.